Cue intro rant. You're an idiot if you think that autistics only exist for 1 month out of the year. They exist all year long and we're all around you. End rant. Okay, so let's talk about it. It's Autistic Awareness Month. I need to be aware. You should be aware all the time of everything, of your surroundings, that people with disabilities, that people are different, that we're right in your face, and we don't care that you are ignorant. But let me try to educate you, because I like educating people. If you want to be educated, keep watching. If you're sick of me, click out and give me a dislike. Okay, so let's get into it. 1. Autistic people come in different shapes and sizes and are different cognitively. 2. You can't judge someone with autism the same you judge all of them, because that really ticks me off, and a lot of others. 3. What should you do if someone has autism? Treat them like a human being. Don't treat me like I'm a 2-year-old. Because I am not a 2-year-old, and I'm far smarter than you in probably every single way. Because most people are freaking idiots. But that's not the point. I'll address your idiocracy later. Let's get into autism. Autism is a spectrum, and that spectrum lets us see things through different lenses. Now, I think you're an idiot, but I usually learn that idiots are good at one thing, usually, and I'd like to focus on more than one thing because my brain can process things in ways that other brains don't. So I have to realize that people aren't idiots. It's that they have a different design of their neural structure, or you call it a brain. And my brain thinks differently and processes things very differently that people can't see for some reason. I'm very pattern focused. So, with that said, you're not an idiot, you just aren't as smart as me. I need to get a shirt and sell that to you. But there are areas where I'm an idiot in comparison to you. When I go out and I get on a train, I chat with people in the cafe car. But if you are trying to communicate with me through facial expressions like this, I get that one because that's really exaggerated, right? You're upset, angry, okay? But people try to communicate with me with these, I think they're called micro expressions, where you make small movements like this. I sort of understand those. But if you want to tell me something, use your darn words. You know how to speak, I heard you speak. If you want to be left alone, don't give me this look. It only happens like 1% of the time of 99% of communications I have, because I'm not entirely sure what that look always means. Sometimes it means leave me alone, sometimes it means I think you're odd, sometimes it means I want to jump into your conversation, but I'm busy at the second. So just use your words. Okay, hopefully you can learn from that. I'm approaching last Autism Month, I approached it as people with autism have the problem. This month, I'm taking it from a different view. You have the problem. Which, because if you have to be aware of something and you're at 1 month out of the year and you act like it doesn't the rest of the year, then you do have a problem. Okay. Next thing is, when you're in a room of 30,000 people to 90,000 people, you don't have the luxury to be able to process every single person's freaking faces. Their words are the if you can see their words, are the best. And hand gestures. I get hand gestures easily. But in a crowd of 30,000 people, I hear everything that's being said. I see everything, and it's very overwhelming, but I'll link to my last autistic video where I discussed how to handle that. I don't need to cover it in this video. But please don't try to use facial expressions in a very crowded place, because those aren't going to help you. Okay, next thing that's wrong with you is you act like people with autism choose to be autistic. The same way that you act, and I could say, well, you choose to be an idiot, which you aren't an idiot, but you are an idiot in some areas. I think we can all agree on that. We're all idiots in some areas. Some people are idiots in more areas than others. But there's idiot is a spectrum. I'm weak in one area. I don't know anything about this area, or you're just a flat across the board idiot. There's a spectrum of idiots, just like there's a spectrum of people with autism. So don't take offense by me calling you an idiot. And if you do, leave it in the comments so this will get more views. So, if this has helped you at all, I hope it has. Keep listening because I'm going to tell you more. People with autism want to be treated the same as you do. I treat people nicely in public. The 1% of negative experiences I've had are they're not even negative. I wouldn't even call them negative. I would just call them that people are relying on facial expressions with people with autism. And that doesn't make sense. That's just dumb. I'm very open about being autistic. In case you're gonna say, well, maybe they don't know. Oh no, I'm very open about it. Because for crying out loud, I'm making a YouTube video about it. I'm very open about that fact. So, if you don't rely on facial expressions with people with autism, I don't know how many times I have to say that. Autistics don't go away 11 months out of the year. We continue being autisms, and when there isn't a freaking quarantine going on, we're around you every single day. And if you wish you were in quarantine with me, no, you don't. Lord, have mercy on the souls of everyone around me, for crying out loud. I feel terrible because let's get into quarantine autism. Quarantine autism is the worst. Let me explain. Autistic minds are used to patterns. Quarantine is very disruptive and not a pattern that my brain's used to. It's day 50 and I'm finally establishing a norm. And I rarely, if people don't believe I stem, I rarely do stem. But during this quarantine time, I probably stemmed thousands of times because my brain just couldn't process all the changes. So, and when I say please take a large amount of what I'm saying as sarcasm, and sarcasm basically just this is heavily sarcastic video, if you can't tell that. And I don't expect you to be able to tell that. That's why I'm telling you. Anyways, people with autism are probably not doing great if they're extroverted autistics with quarantine, because our brains just don't know how to handle it. So I stem sometimes to calm down from that, but now I've created a pattern of normalcy within this sea of non-normalcy, which is a whole nother video entirely, and it will only be made if this gets enough views. So thank you for watching. Happy Autism Awareness Month. We exist other months too. It's not like we're vampires or something. And if there are autistic vampires, let me know. That'd be cool. Okay, see ya. Subscribe. Bye. So I hope that was educational, helpful. If you like it, please subscribe. No, you're not an idiot. You're probably a smart person. Like, dislike, comment, diss me, share, whatever. I hope to see you in the next video. This video was largely sarcastic. If you took it personal, I don't have hurt feelings. Sorry, I was just trying to use sarcasm to convey a message. Thank you.